Failure is only a failure if you treat it that way, if you do not learn from the experience, okay? Failure can become an experience. That means losses in game, especially as a gamer, a competitive gamer. Every loss should be a learning experience, not a failure. What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Driving Environment. Today I want to talk about how to get over the fear of failure in game. I, as a competitive Counter-Strike, suffered from this for many years before I realized exactly what I just said, that failure is only failure unless you learn from it, okay? So basically, after I learned this, every loss, did it sting? Did it hurt? Yeah. Did I want to lose? No. But there was always something to learn from. Where did we go wrong? What did we do? What did we do that we could improve on? What did we do well that we can work on and utilize in other games? What did we what kind of oversights did we have? Is there something that the team we were playing had that we didn't realize they had? Like some kind of skill, a player set or whatever, right? So learn from it, and it creates a better experience. And failure all of a sudden becomes a learning experience, not failure at all. There's a huge mental hurdle because if you go into a game, let's say you lose. Once you have 2 matches during a week, you lose the first match, and you just instantly, you don't learn from it. You use it as a failure, like, oh, we lost this match. It is what it is, right? That's a mental hurdle where you're going to go into the next game thinking about that failure, and you're not going to perform whether you want to admit it or not. The way that the mind works is that it's going to take that negativity and it's going to sit on it, regardless of if you're thinking about it or not. It's in your subconscious, and if you are dwelling on negativity, even on a subconscious level, it's going to come out in your game. It's going to drive irritation. So if you start missing shots, you're going to start thinking in a negative fashion. You're going to start thinking about the chance of failure, okay? And the fear of failing is going to cause mistakes. That's what happens when people are driven by fear, when they're afraid of something happening. Usually they think about it, they overthink to the point where it becomes true. So like, I used to think about, and this has been proven too. So in Counter-Strike, I'm going to give 2 examples: Counter-Strike and then when I ran track and field. In Counter-Strike, I used to try, and I used to think about it so hard to not miss shots. I used to think about how I can't miss a shot, and I would overthink it to the point where I would literally miss all my shots while I was in that mindset. Now, same applied to track and field. I felt like I was slowing down, and there's something called like there's some term for it where if you overthink your sprints, I was a sprinter, if you overthink your running, your body literally slows you down because you're overthinking. You're thinking so hard to the point where your body can't even do a natural run because you're thinking left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. In your mind, you're literally your brain and the way you think cannot keep up. Basically, is what I've said that very poorly. But that's basically the gist of it. So my sprint went from like whatever it was. I mean, it was 12. So we'll give it an example. Like 12 seconds. I wasn't that fast, but I was fast for my age group. It went from like 12 or 11 seconds, whatever, 12 seconds to like couldn't even compete with anybody. I mean, that's how slow I became. So I stopped sprinting because I was overthinking it. I couldn't for the life of me to figure out, and nobody even told me this until years later. I figured it out myself. But when you overthink it, your mind has some serious power over your body, and it's going to negatively impact your performance. So getting over that fear of failure and learning that failure is not failure unless you make it failure is very important. It's going to help drive your performance further, right? Learning experiences, that's what they are. They're learning experiences. And if you learn from it and you keep that positive mindset that, we technically failed, we lost this match, but the next match we're going to do better. We're going to learn from our mistakes. We went over what we did wrong. We went over what we did right, and we're going to capitalize on all of that, and we're going to do better this next round. That is way better than, oh, we lost this match, this next match is going to be tough. You see the difference? Mindset is everything. How you look at failure is everything. If you have any tips of your own, if you have any tricks, let me know in the comments. I would love to get this conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, gamers.